living every day and seeking and understanding real events. We appreciate each and every one of you. But before we really get started, I want to thank our sponsor. Our sponsor is Soul Nails, and she is on Instagram. Her name is Kelly James, and she customizes nails. I don't know if you can see them. And it comes with glue. It comes with a cute little thank you card with her information on here. Also comes with nail remover, emery board. I mean, we just really, really appreciate her work. She is awesome. She is just now getting started, and she is going to be so amazing in her business and her craft. So we do appreciate that. Our goal, if you don't know, is to bring awareness. That is our goal. We love to bring awareness. We love sharing with other people their amazing stories. And we also absolutely love networking with entrepreneurs all over. So I'm gonna let my sis take it away. Go ahead, sis.
Okay, so I'm the little sister of Sisters of Leisure, and I am excited today because not only are we about to join, who's joining our conversation is Talania. She is beautiful, bright student. She is an entrepreneur, and I'm just excited to welcome Talania. So Talania, how are you doing? Are you nervous?
I'm slightly.
Yeah, me too, because we go crazy the last couple of minutes before we come on here. But anyway, and I say that all the time. But anyway, so Talania, well, your mom said we were going back for who's going to start first. So I guess it's going to be Tracey because she's your mom. But go ahead. Let's get this conversation started because I'm excited.
Well, I just want to know what made you start your chosen business, your bath and body business.
Yeah. So I am a scholar, and first, I have a sister. I had a sister who had cancer, and she was starting her holistic journey, and that sparked her making Chosen, but she passed away, and it was just left for someone to take. And since I am a scholar, I want to be a dermatologist in the future. I found interest in making soap and skincare products because that's eventually what I want to do and work in that field. So I started it or relaunched it at the beginning of quarantine, slightly at the end of last year, beginning of quarantine. I really focused on it. And I'm here now. Like, I'm just ready to grow the company and just see what's in store for Chosen.
That is wonderful. You know, like you talked about Nikki because, you know, like she is with us. She's right here with us right now. So you decided to take her idea that she, you know, it was like a gift almost, you know,
sure.
This gift. And she was able to, a blessing to you, and you're able to take it to another level. So about that, are these your formulas? Like, what is it?
Yeah, so I honestly just do the research and figure out what oils work best for certain things, and what products I should use, and what products are natural, have no chemicals in it. And then I just make up a recipe. I mean, there's like recipe calculators, so eventually they kind of do they do the math. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of putting it together and doing my end on it, and perfecting it and putting my art on it, because I used to play a musical instrument, and I had a craft, but I haven't put this craft into anything else. It's just kind of, you've done all that art, and what do you do now? Like, what are you about to put that into. So I'm putting into making soap and different cool types of designs, and just it's gonna be a lot coming.
Okay,
That is cool.
that is. But I'm not trying to get all mushy, but how did you overcome the loss of Nikki? What did you do to overcome that to get this become the strong person that you are right now?
A lot of self-work, a lot of disconnecting from society too, because it's all in reverse. So they're not going to tell you what you really need to know. And I was looking for society to try to help me internally, which I should have just I know now to just disconnect and to understand myself and my flaws and my greatnesses, because everyone's awesome, but everyone, can go through something and it affects them and they don't know how to move on from it. And so I just had to not necessarily move on from my sister's death, not at all, but I had to, get that strength and move forward, and was okay, well, I'm going to do this and that for me, but not only for me, for you and my future family, my future.
Yes.
That is so important. That self-care is important. You disconnecting, because they always say once the funeral is over, everybody's gone anyway. You know what I mean? So where do you go from there? So I understand you, and I applaud you for taking care of yourself throughout this difficult time.
Yeah, because you sent me, I'm sorry, Tracey, but you sent me a something to listen to today, Talania. And when I listened to it, I'm going to use this quote, and I'm not too sure if this is directly from this young lady. Sonetta, how you say it?
Shanika Adams.
Shanika Adams. She said, self-love is the foundation of the loving practice.
If you don't love yourself, honestly, you won't literally survive. If you can't focus on what you need to do in your life and what path you need to take for your success, nothing matters. That material doesn't matter. That Gucci shoes that you just got literally does not matter, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to answer for your choices and your actions you made on this planet Earth. No one else, not your sister, not your brother, not your cousin, not your friend, Tommy, nobody. It's just going to be you. And so for you got to love yourself for you to get to that self-actualization and go on this journey with more ease, and not oh my God, I gotta the president, or It's
get over it.
It matters truly. Work on yourself, figure out what you need to do for your family, for your legacy, for whatever you want, and do that. It's that simple, but also so hard for a lot of people, because as traumas and stuff like that, and no one knows how to heal. So that's looking into your light and dark, and just understanding it's okay, a bump in the road, or that really affected me, that affected my life, but that doesn't determine where I'm going to go. You can always fix the outcome, but you can't fix the past. That stuff already passed. Once again, you figured it happened, it is what it is, and slang terms or whatever, but you just gotta keep going, and I'm definitely going to keep going with Chosen and my schooling and just everything that I want, because I want it for myself. So.
Okay, girl.
Right? I'm so proud of you. Gosh, I'm so happy to be your mom. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. So what are you taking in school, and how are you able to, go into the lab and make all these soaps and, these creations?
Right now, my major is interdisciplinary studies with a concentration in biomedical sciences and enterprises, which means that I can get the medical side of things. And I'm going to chemistry, I'm going to physics, all of them great, wonderful classes. And I can still go to med school if I wanted to. But I also get that entrepreneurial side, so I can get that marketing. I'll be able to network with people and such. I just switched over my major, so I really don't know what's in store, but all the classes seem...
You switched your major? I'm just joking.
Right.
All the classes seem very interesting. It's something that I'm wanting to learn. It's not something that I'm like, I gotta take this.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what the other question was.
So you in school. So you grew up with a lot of different people. High school, junior high school, and everything. So do you feel that you still have that same closeness with your friends, or do you feel like you're on a journey alone and you're okay with where you're going, or do you try to pull people, along with you throughout your life?
I've recently discovered this thing of surrendering. It's like, if you just surrender to whatever's going on, that is, it can change you like crazy.
What do you mean though? Telling like we mean surrendering what?
Surrendering to something that you can't fix. You can't change people, and they're on their own journey, on their own level. So like, if you guys were at the beginning, at the start, y'all connected, y'all was on the same level, you understood each other, but people outgrow people move on to a different, higher level of thinking. People get into situations that force them to do that too. So it's not that person's fault that they can't figure what they need to figure out. But
who does though? I mean, I don't know too many people that I went to high school with that I'm friends with right now. So that's a process. Like, I mean,
for sure.
Seriously, that's
the thing. I'm also understanding that, like, who said I was going to be best friends with so and so? Like, who says that's going to, like, I'm trying to understand how to change and adapt to situations and not, be stagnant in friendships and stuff like that, because at any moment, like, something can spark in someone that can change their life completely. And it honestly doesn't matter to anyone else but that person. And it's just crazy how, like, that person needs to, like, I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to explain, guys.
Well, that's okay. Like, don't worry about it. We gonna move. Don't even worry about it, because with anything there's growth, and as you grow as a person, like, you can't everyone has their time, and it's let me see, what Christina always says, your journey isn't my journey, my journey isn't your journey. So our people's journeys are different. That's just, it is what it is, how it is, and it's all good. But so, like, and I want this I enjoy the conversation because, Talania, you have definitely opened my eyes to a lot of new things. And so,
you ain't open my eyes.
Huh?
You ain't open my eyes to new things.
Well, yes, she is. So don't even front. But, like, I want to talk about God's presence in your life. Like, so how are you assured of that? How do you know God's presence in your life?
It's like signs. Obviously, he gives you so many signs, and, like, people are so, like, caught up in other things that they don't even realize that was a sign. And as I'm in looking back on things that my signs that I just completely ignored, it's like, wow, he was telling me to do something else. I was doing something completely different. And it's just, it's crazy when you then take that sign and do something about it. Stuff just like goes back into like alignment. Not necessarily goes back into, or it's just like things start working out for you because you are working on yourself. You believe in him. You understand what's your purpose. Like, you're understanding this material means nothing. It's what's in here that means a lot. Like, this skin, this flesh, it doesn't mean anything. It's literally what's up in there and up in here, and what you're thinking about, what you're projecting onto people, because this is just a reflection of, we're all reflection of each other. So like, if you can't get with that, then you're gonna be falling real behind for sure. And he's definitely shown me like, all right, get with it, or you're gonna continue to fall behind. You're gonna continue to do that cycle over and over and over again, and you're gonna learn one day. But just know this path is still there for you. Like,
I mean, but see, you know what?
Go ahead, Shell.
No, go ahead, Trace. Go.
Okay. I feel you, Talania, doing the same thing over and over and getting the same results. I mean, I've heard that statement 1,000,000 times, but I never really totally tapped into it and figured it out until I figured it. I had to just figure it out for real. Seriously. I don't want to do the same thing because I get the same result. So take on new challenges, take on different things, because trust and believe. When I say God will never leave you nor forsake you, he won't. He never does. People do. People do, but God doesn't. And that is the beauty of it all.
Exactly. Don't rely on these outside sources for your happiness. Like, you are God. You are him. So like, don't be like, just
don't look on. You don't have to look outside. You don't have to look outside for God's
even celebrities. You don't have to look at them, because once again, your journey, their journey isn't your journey, or I don't know the saying, but still, like, they got there in a whole different way that you're going to get there. If you want to get there, you don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to be that. You can be whatever. You can be whatever you want. Okay. That's all.
It's important. It's important, and you know that, and it's like it's a hot time. And you know what? Sometimes I'm like, well, you just late on the scene when it comes to this, because I know that this is the process of being a human being, but I'm just now able to understand so many things that have been said to me in the past. I'm like, oh, so that's what that meant. And I'm 46. Like, really, Michele? It took you that long to catch on?
It's okay.
So
it's all right. Long as you caught on.
Yeah, as long as you grasp it now. And don't go backwards, because what's the point of, you already know the knowledge, you know it. Like, you know what's going on, so don't backtrack, So you know now.
Yeah. So
go ahead, Shell.
No.
Go ahead, little sis.
So you were able to you're able to balance school, you're able to balance work, you're able to balance it all. So, of course, I mean, I said we weren't going to bring up, are you single or not, but I mean, but you're a beautiful young lady, you're smart, you're young, you're hip, you have a spiritual mind. That's a huge thing. So like, what are you seeing within, your dating life? What does that look like for a 21-year-old that's so bright?
Should I leave the room?
No, they just honestly have to be willing to expand their mind. Like, don't. I'm such a person that's just like, I'm down for whatever. So I'm down to learn. I'm down to, let's go skydiving. You want to? Let's be adventurous. Don't be like so rigid with your mind of thinking. And I felt like I've dealt with people that was just like, is that all? Is that all you can give me? Like, and it's just like, kind of, it sucks because they're a good person, but I need more for myself. I need adventure. I need to, just be able to be myself and not feel as if it's weird or, strains of
controlling someone trying to control who you are. They're not God. They can't control who you are. Only God has the power to do that. So I commend you being such a wise young lady. Thank you, Jesus. I hope I have grandkids one day, but I'm just glad you're on the right path of thinking.
I mean,
so what are your goals? I mean, what are your future goals? What do you have planned for the next year?
For next year, more upcoming products, like I said. So stay tuned, more perfecting my craft on my end, more research, more knowledge. But besides that, like, I don't know what the future, it's so much you can do. I definitely want to continue my school journey. So like that takes a lot of my time. But more adventures, more traveling to see the world. I know with COVID, yes, but more understanding who I am.
So how has COVID, like, what have COVID
COVID was a blessing.
Okay.
I love, like, the point is I can literally be like, I love COVID. Like, that is going some weird stuff. It's just like, I needed this. I think the whole world needed this. Like, we've been go. I literally was, and now that I think about it, I wasn't even doing anything too important where I couldn't do the things that I'm doing now, I could have definitely still been working on children. I could have been definitely whatever. But I was so focused on whatever that I lost sight of what I really want and what I want to do in my life. COVID, it was amazing. It also got me close to my family and talking about things that has never been talked about, and just seeing like that people are, I don't know, you got to rely in obviously yourself, but like keep a tribe, keep those people, close people with you, and things can move forward for you, and it'll be easier for it to move forward, and not having like this group. I'm hanging out with so-and-so. And it's not wrong to have friends. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying the amount of everyone seeking each other's approval was on overload. And I was like, oh God, I'm literally, I don't care. I really don't. Like, I'm trying to chill at home with my family, do my thing. You see it. If I invite you, you're invited. Like, it's not that deep. It really isn't. But people don't grasp that. Like,
and I feel you. That was a deep, what you said about, we moving so fast and trying to seek everybody's approval. And why you want to do that?
Seek your own spirit out yourself.
What do you see when you look in the mirror every day? Are you pleased? Are you happy with what you see? Be happy with that.
Well, I was, Talania told me one day I don't know what I was doing. I was talking to her FaceTime, and the news was in the background. She's like, Michele, turn that off. It doesn't serve you at all. It's just making everybody going crazy. And that day, I turned it off. And I want to say that God's voice, it became louder to me because I was able to turn off the distraction that was just, you know, I would wake up in the morning watching the news. I would get home from work. I couldn't even wait. It would be sometimes where I was like sneaking at work, you know, watching the news. But anyway, but I have to say, when I turned it off, it got clear to me. And it's just been beautiful ever since. I'm just blessed that you said that to me. So when did you turn your TV off today? How long has it been?
Yeah, it's literally been since, I would say February. Like, I turned that stuff off because in November, I was starting to see something was happening. I was feeling on my end that I need to change in some way. I just didn't know how. And then 2020 happened, people dying, Corona, we about to shut the whole world down. What's going on? And I was like, I don't want to watch Netflix. I don't watch TV. It makes me uncomfortable watching TV. Like, that's how deep it is. It's just so many lies. Not even like, you can watch good stuff because I watch HGTV if I did turn on TV. But I'm just not interested in like seeing any of that. Really.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't interest me in watching TV. I'm really trying to slow down on my music choices too, like understand what I'm listening to too, because it's all toxic vibrations, and it's just not good to be listening to all that stuff all the time. Not to say any genre is bad, it's just listen to no music, listen to no words at least. Just listen to instrumentals, because it can be very toxic and keep you stuck in self-talk, because you feel like you're that person in that song, which is like, no, that's not your situation, and it's a song and he just talking whatever he's just talking. But like, don't feed into that. Like, into the television, don't feed into the presidency and an election, or vote, but like, don't feed into it, you know.
Don't get caught up. Don't get overly influenced.
Well, could you see your products right quick?
Yeah, let's see your products, Lena.
Just show a couple of products. And and she could be found on Instagram, Chosen Bath and Body, and also on Facebook, Chosen Bath and Body. And we just want to really, really thank God for such an amazing young lady. She's 21, she's bright, she's in college. She's
no, Talania, where's your one with the logo?
She's really making a change and a difference in her life, and we just really appreciate it. She has great sense.
I want to actually,
and it's really a good moisturizing.
It's so like smooth and soft.
Yes,
and it's not as thin as lotion, but not as thick as Vaseline. So it gives you that perfect consistency, which rubs into your skin with just some heat, and it stays there.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. And that, my favorite is Daisy Dew, of course, as you already know. So I mean, it's my favorite. It makes my heart sing every time somebody walks in my office. They're like, "Your office smells so good." I'm like, "Yes, because I have one Chosen. Get you some.
Learn about it.
Yeah,
be chosen." Okay. Yeah.
So we just want to thank KAZ Radio family for allowing us to use this platform to just share, network, big or small. We just love you all so much, and we are so grateful to be here. I mean, it's just a blessing, and we appreciate you for being here, Talania.
Yes, Talania. Good job, Talania.
Thank you.
Thank
You did
you,
an
thank you.
amazing job. So very proud of you. And also our sponsor, thank you so much, Soul Nails. Get you some and have a good one. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye, guys. See you next week.
Catch up.
No,
Catch
2 weeks
up.
from now. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes. Catch up.
2 weeks.